Hello again. Here we are today. We're back at Parlick in Chipping, Lancashire. It's that beautiful end here. We thought we'd come back and show Jordan about. But this time we're going to try and make it to the top and carry on going to fell within overlink distance and see how far we make. So, scenery is beautiful. There's a few gliders about, so hopefully we'll get a few good shots of them. So hopefully you'll enjoy what you see.
Yes, so come with us on his adventures and see what we find.
Hope you all enjoy. Before we set off, I'll just give you a shot at the horizon, look. It's an absolutely glorious day. Everyone's walking around in shorts and vests. And look at these two, look.
It's cold.
Dressed up like Eskimos. Just as we arrived, a guy did fly straight over his heads in one of them paragliders. That was pretty impressive to see. Well, he looked like he was absolutely nuts like that, but would be a fair thing to try, wouldn't it? So I'm hoping we'll see a few more of those. In this previous video when we came up, we did just see gliders, but I didn't know they did that up here as well. So there's abseilers and paragliders and all types of stuff. Turns out it's a bit of a gliding club at bottom at Phil. What they do is, it pulls them up on a cable over there. And then they ride round all the way around here, on thermals. And we updraft the hill. It takes them back up into air when they've lost a bit of altitude. And they just go back round again in a circle. It's pretty impressive to watch and see, so I'm hoping we do come across a bit more of that. Won't be filming too much on way uphill, as you don't want to hear me puffing and panting. And it is on his previous video that, but when we got to the top we seen a hill over in distance, and we both fancied having a little look over there to see if we can get an internet signal, as we couldn't get one up top of this one. And we have been looking for somewhere to do a live from for some houses. So we're trying to find highest points about where we have an internet signal. So if anybody does know, who has any ideas, it'd be appreciated if you could let us know. Well, look at that. Doing to cloud in the sky. Well, a few little wispy ones over there. But there's nothing blocking sun. We have just talked to a couple of walkers, and they said there's no wind at top at all. The last day when we came up, it was like this at bottom, but when we got to the top it was blowing like a, well, it was almost gale force. I don't think we've got much chance of finding a woodpecker up here, but you never know, we don't know what's over that next hill. Oh, now we just got to this little bit here, I'll just give you a shot. Let's look at that. As you can see, we've got Jordan with us again today. It has been quite hard getting him out for the last 2 weeks or so, but you know, life gets in the way, a few complications. On the days where Dawn's legs have been alright, Jordan's legs have been playing up. And on days where Jordan's legs have been alright, Dawn's stomach, knees and legs have been playing up. So luckily today they don't seem so bad. He did watch the video and he thought to himself, I fancy a bash to see if I can get up there, so he set himself a little challenge. So hopefully we can make it. We're just going steady away. If you look over in distance there, that's Beacon Fell. Look how beautiful that is. Over that way is Blackpool Tower, but it's a little too hazy to see that at the minute. I'm hoping it does clear up a bit to get a good shot of that. But I'm sure you can all recognise Marmot Pendle over in distance, look.
It still looks stunning even in haze.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah. Beautiful. Right, we'll keep going up there for you. Look at that. They are pushing themselves quite hard to get up this hill. To be honest with you, it is quite a fair trek. I don't think it's quite as high as Pendle Hill, but it's a lot steeper walk to get up it. Pendle Hill is a longer walk, but just thought I'd give you a shot of this, look.
Where we had a coffee time last time.
Yeah, this is where we had a coffee time last time. But I forgot to give you a shot of that. And I just wanted to show you up different layers of rock and slate together, like sandstone and slate. And from what I've been reading up about fossils, that's exactly the type of stuff you find them in. So we will be keeping his eyes out. And don't worry, I ain't gone fossil daft. I've just become a bit more aware to the type of things we find them in and where they could be, so I will be keeping a bit of a lookout. Well, I have gone a little fossil daft, but I'm excited to find that one. That's the first one I've found ever. Right, we'll have a little rest here for 5 minutes and then we'll keep going that way for you. Well, I've no idea what that is, but every now and again there's another one keeps coming up at the side of it and they keep flying up in the air and dancing. But I've been sat here now for 10 minutes trying to get a shot of it for you, but I'm going to end up with no battery if I keep sitting here trying to do that. But it is nice to watch them. They do like a little dance in air and fly around each other. It's well worth drive over here just to sit on the side of this hill here and just watch. I was hoping to see a lot more of them gliders, but I've just been talking to a few people as they've walked past and they've just told me there's to be a minimum of 15 mile an hour wind before they let them take off. So we've only got a chance of seeing hang gliders and paragliders today, unless wind picks up. But you can just see down there. I'll try and zoom in for you. It's just there. That's where they take them off from. There's a cable that drags them right along that runway there. And it flows them up into it. They get to about that height and the cable releases. And then they come outside of this hill here, and with thermals hitting hill and wind hitting hill, it lifts them back up and they just go back round in a circle. And then see how long they can stay up for and go and land back down there again. It is quite crazy watching them. We did do a bit of research about what that bird were that was in at bottom of here, and it turned out it were a curlew, and it says it's on red flag endangered species because there's a lot of harvesters and tractors and stuff like that drive over them because they're ground nesters. so when they like having chicks and stuff in nest, they get run over a lot. But it is absolutely teeming with them upside of here. You can hear in background them bird noises, that's what they are. The baby curlews going for the mothers. It's quite good to watch because they're making all that noise. As soon as its mother one comes back, it's like she tells them shut up, because they go quiet then for a bit, and then when she flies off again, they start chirping. And it looks like a toddler would. There they are, look. All vested up now, and we'll keep heading up there for you. Just to give you a shot of how dry it is, how dusty the roads are around here, look. I don't know if camera's picking that up, but it's very dusty.
That's a little pretty bloke, isn't it?
That's the ones that were dancing a bit together down a bit further down.
Is that?
Yeah. I don't know if you've ever seen symbol for ambulance. You know, it looks like these two snakes wrapped around each other.
Yeah.
They were flying up and down in there in that type of pattern with each other. It looked pretty nice. I just couldn't get a shot of one, unluckily.
They look pretty cool when they're dancing about or doing the flirty dance. Or
that's what I was trying to figure out. I was trying to figure out if they were flirting or fighting. Oh. Well, it's a shame we didn't catch that on camera. Dawn just told Jordan we have to walk that way to get to the top. He almost laid an egg and run back down too. He's doing alright.
I can't resist.
So, fair play to him. It is, like I said previously, it is quite an hard trek to get up here. And to say he hasn't really been on a walk for the last couple of weeks, he's doing better than I expected. He's still not managed to find second gear. He's still only in that reverse and first, but he keeps plodding along like with them old tractors. I've told him it does seem to get a bit easier the more weight he loses, and so far it's turning out to be true. As you can see, look, they're not dressed like Eskimos no more. So you don't need a gym membership if you live in Lancashire. Let's have a look at that in the background, look, absolutely stunning. Oh, you see that peak over in distance there? That's called First Snape Fell, and that's where we're trying to get to. Last time we came up, we went up there and had a little look over Pendle way, over towards, oh, you could see Hambledon Hill, Pendle Hill, Winter Hill, you can see all hills over there. It was beautiful, so we're going to go to that one and see what we can see over at the right hand side of that ridge. So I know I say it a lot, but
It's beautiful.
it's absolutely beautiful, isn't it?
It is.
But it's staggering how vast the moorland is. You know, on countryside, you can literally walk for hundreds of miles.
Yeah. This is definitely in middle of nowhere.
The sound's absolutely superb too, isn't it?
It is, definitely.
Very relaxing up here. Even though it's a bit of an hard walk to get to the top, it's well worth it.
Yeah.
But I really wouldn't recommend it to anybody with any like mobility issues, unless, you know, the bit like Dawn, every 20 foot, every 10 to 20 metres, stop and have a little rest. But she really is pushing herself to get herself up here. And it's starting to flatten off a bit now, so she'll be a bit easier sailing for her.
Yeah. Admittedly, I have struggled getting up today.
Jordan's walking like he's been shot in the leg, look. It is taking it out of him, but he's plodding along as well. Hardest bit's done there, Jordan, as far as I know, so fair play to you, well done. Watch this, till I said that to him, we'll get right going here, you know, and there'll be something twice as steep.
I hope not.
Oh, I'd laugh for a month. Well, when you're trying to lose weight and get yourself a little healthier, you've got to make little sacrifices. If it were easy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody will be able to do it.
Nearly went then.
You've got to push yourself a little bit. The amount of times he's told me he can't go any further, if he can't get up there, I don't think he'll be able to do that. We'll be managing to prove him wrong.
Yeah.
Self-doubt it is, it's a nightmare. That just don't go for walking. You can apply that to almost anything. You'd be surprised what you can accomplish if you just push yourself for a few little changes in how you think. We never thought in 1,000 years we'd be able to go walking round in hills.
No.
Again, do we? We thought that bit scrap heap. We ain't going to get any healthier as we're getting any older, but we have seemed to have totally turned it round and reversed it.
Yeah, we have. I'd more or less totally given up, mate.
But it was when you got put in wheelchair mobility scooter.
Yeah.
That must have been a kick to mental health, that.
It was. He was there all through it.
Well,
Oh wow, look at that.
look at that, Jordan.
Yeah.
Absolute lunatic.
I wonder if they take off with them.
I assumed they get pulled up same way on that
We've
cable.
not seen anyone on the runway, have we?
No. Unless with that being a lot smaller and lighter, it just looks like he's riding around in a bag. Unless they carry that up and go offside at hill.
Maybe that one fits in a rucksack or something. That was pretty cool, that.
That was. Well, there you go. I'm hoping to give you a shot or something like that.
It's as if he's just hovering there, isn't it?
I was just wondering how's he doing that.
Yeah.
He must just be right on the edge of a thermal there.
Must be. Like when he went over there, it looked like he'd gone down.
Yeah. Absolute lunatics. What do you think, Jordan? Do you think you'd ever get up in anything like that?
No.
Eh?
No.
Does that not tickle your fancy now?
No.
I don't know. I think I'd prefer being in one of them than I would one of them big gliders. I don't think it'd hurt as much crashing in one of them.
Yeah,
You haven't got anything round you to fold up round you, have you?
I prefer that,
Yeah, I would.
but I think there's pros and cons to them both. Might be warmer in a glider.
Yeah, it does look pretty wrapped up to see how hot it is.
Yeah.
But he's riding wind, isn't he? So it'd be like being in windier spot all the time, so you can see how they do it.
Yeah. Looks like he's going higher.
See, I think he'd be alright. I don't think he'd actually fall, 'cause it's just like being on a parachute. I think the only thing he has to worry about is thermal giving up on him on the way back round.
Or a bird crashing into its roots and tangling it.
Yeah, something like that. But I think with angle at hill, as long as you could hit it right, like, I think where you're going to get is just sliding down a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe wind might catch you shoot and make you have a little tumble. I don't think you'd actually drop straight down, would you?
No.
Still, I'm probably wrong. I know absolutely nothing about paragliding. Maybe it's because he's sat down like that. I don't think I'd have a go at hang gliding. I think that looks absolutely crazy as well. But I think I would have a little shot at that.
Yeah. The chute does look a lot safer than wind.
Yeah.
I think.
Them hang gliders scare me. It seems to be,
Like a giant kite.
as they're landing, you like landing face first, aren't you? I don't think I'd like that.
No.
It must be something to see, ground coming at you, them type of speeds. On night with a bit of fabric.
Yeah.
Well, I couldn't be any prouder than both of you. Tell you what, you've done great.
Hey, we haven't made it yet.
If you've made it this far, that's enough. It's easy to forget 5 years ago you were both in mobility scooters.
Yeah.
Jordan flew an operation going wrong on his groin and you flew your fibromyalgia and lymphedema.
Yeah.
You were both in one and you both thought you were fit scrap heap and you both managed to get out of it. There's not a lot of people can do that. Well, I don't know about you, but what you thinking?
Coffee time?
Definitely coffee time. Well, just before we have his coffee, I just wanted to give you a shot of that with background look. Absolutely beautiful place. I couldn't recommend it enough to anybody. Parlick Hill, Chipping. Great place to come. On second thoughts, instead of having a coffee time there, I'm a bit trying to get a little closer to hang glider. Well, to paraglider.
Fence.
I think we'll have a little coffee time here first and just enjoy the view. Well, we have decided against having a coffee time there. We did sit down for 5-10 minutes, have a little rest and watch that guy in paraglider. But the wind is quite strong there and there's a bit of a cow chill to it, so when we sit and have a rest we do want to be a bit comfier. Sit down for a good half hour and eat some sandwiches, a bit of a creamy, so well, that might be a walk for another day. What do you think though?
Definitely.
Wolf Fell access area.
I like the name of that.
Yeah, are they? Let's give you a little shot of that out. Just to give you an idea of where we are. And we'll keep heading this way for you. Like I said, we are trying to get to the peak of that fell over there. Look at those new shoots of grass coming up here to the soil.
Yeah. It's cool, isn't it?
It is. Before we started walking properly like that since Christmas, we've always had like little wanders about, but usually just went up and down footpaths.
Yeah, we've not really documented them before.
Yeah. Well, back then I always used to think to myself, why do people come from other countries just to look at it, you know, England and Britain? But when you get up somewhere like this, you can appreciate why.
Yeah, definitely.
I did always think for these type of views and scenery, it would be like a drive down to Wales at Peak District to Scotland. Never knew you could get a view like that in Lancashire.
No, not so close to home anyhow.
Well, driving Mount Country Roads to a bit of a picnic area, having a little 10-20 minute walk round a bit of a path, it's nothing compared to this type of stuff.
No, definitely not.
This is middle of nowhere, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
It does make you feel right small, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant for clearing your mind. You're just staggered with sheer vastness of it. Well, there you go. To be honest with you, we weren't going to have a coffee time here, but I think we've no choice. I think we've just absolutely killed him like, but we can't knock him, fair play to him.
Yeah, he's done really well.
He has walked until he's dropped, so we're going to give him a little rest. So we're going to enjoy his coffee time over here. But I'll just show you that over in distance, like. I don't know if camera's picking that up so good, but we are hoping we can catch one of them setting off on one of them, because that'd be something to see. So we'll just sit here, have a few sandwiches, a bit of a coffee time, and if one of them takes off, we'll give you a shot of it. Hope you're all enjoying what you've seen so far. We're absolutely loving it. Well, there he is then. He does seem to come alive there. But I can't knock him because what would he fetch with him like? I would like to find the bird that laid them eggs, but look, let's give you a shot up way down there. Beacon Fell looks totally different from this angle, don't it?
It does, doesn't it?
It does look a lot longer from this side.
Yeah.
But just look how much greenery you can see around you.
I know, it's crazy, isn't it?
It's breathtaking, it's staggering. I'm surprised we haven't seen any deers or in distance or anything like that. That should power him up.
Yeah, I think.
He should be able to get to the top of there off them sandwiches, shouldn't he?
Yeah. I don't think there's enough wooded area in this area for there to be deers. Maybe deers will be over in them trees.
Yeah, I did expect from up here to be able to see loads of them just running about, but...
Yeah, I don't think there's actually enough trees around here.
Yeah, maybe you're right, I'm not too sure. Fair play, that's absolutely amazing. It would be a weird sensation, would that, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, we've sat there for about half hour waiting for them to set off. Absolute loony. Let's get another shot up. You have to excuse shaky camera work. It's starting to get pretty windy, but I bet that's what they were waiting for. Right, we'll keep heading that way.
He's got some eyes.
Yes, he's got right towards the top of there, look. Absolute lunatics. Right, we'll keep heading this way for you. We have just been put right in this place. I'm sure you've all heard me talking about how hard it is to get up here. We kid you not, we've just been talking to a bloke, he was 78 year old. He's been walking up here for over 60 years. And he come walking past like you're healthy and hopefully it was put together. Absolutely astonishing. I didn't catch his name, but he did stop and talk to us for a good 20 minutes. He did have a few interesting stories, but I love meeting new people like that. Having a little waffle to them and sharing a few experiences. One of the politest old fellas I've ever met, to tell you the truth. But he says he don't stop walking because he... What did he say he had wrong with him, though? Asbestos poisoning, weren't it?
Yeah, asbestos on his lungs with concrete as well.
Yeah, he had something wrong with his lungs through breathing in concrete dust and asbestos dust. And it had affected his eyes, so he had glaucoma too. He thinks if he was just sat at home in chair watching telly, he don't think he'd be here no more. So he's doing that to keep himself out and about. So absolute fair play to him, all credit. Let's look how old that wall is.
Crazy, isn't it?
Just look at that for a view right from up where there and there. Staggering. Hey, we'll keep heading up here. Just to give you a shot of that again, like now we've got a bit higher. Absolutely amazing just how vast it is.
It's crazy, isn't it?
And she's looking beautiful. I just had to do that. Hey, even though we only walked about 100 metres then since my last shot, view just keeps changing. Higher up we keep getting. You can see a bit more over at wall, a bit further into the distance. Absolutely beautiful place. I am hoping to get here, well, get back here some point to do a bit of sky watching, because it's definitely a dark sky area this.
Definitely.
And with range you can see round you, I mean it goes on for hundreds of miles, you could see all sorts. I am hoping to invest into one of them, what they call, is it a Sinex camera? Yeah, I am hoping to invest into one of them in future. The phone's not too good at picking up all stars. And I had a look through Skywatch Explorer's one, and it was absolutely amazing. There were stars you could see through there clear as a bell, all different colours that you couldn't even see with naked eye. Well, there's that fine fellow I was telling you about earlier on over in distance. Look, he's been right at peak and he's back down again since we've finished his coffee time and set off walking up here. But 78, that's absolutely amazing, that's staggering.
It is.
Does make you wish you'd have started doing this when you were younger, head on.
Definitely.
I did ask him if he'd seen anything strange up here, any strange phenomena in skies or anything like big cats and that. And he did just laugh his head off at me and said no, he's never seen anything like that.
Except when Starling stranged him once.
Yeah, strangest thing he said he's seen up here. He once got surrounded by about 500 starlings, all into a big V shape, he said they went into, and came down to him. So that'd have been a fair thing to see. He said, well, that's only happened to him once in 60 years. It's a good time to be alive. I wish he'd have had a camera on him back then, like. Just goes to show it's a good time to be alive, where you can document stuff like that now. Tell you the truth, I feel a bit bad for being out of breath and struggling a bit getting up here now. How did old fella do that? Lung problems and eye problems and whoosh, straight up to the top and back again.
Because it does it very regularly, said.
He must be part cyborg.
Yeah.
Does make you think into the future a little, stopping and talking to people like that. You can't help but wonder to yourself, I hope I can do it. I hope me and Jordan and Dawn are still walking round when we're that age, like last at summer wine. I hope we'll be able to get up and down here in a Zimmer frame if we'd have to. But I can't see neither of us giving it in, because we do absolutely love it now. Well, there's another one that's set off there, look, we've just missed. What an absolutely crazy day way to spend your day. What have you been doing today? Floating off side of an hill, off an hill. Right, I got you. Now, I'll help you get up here, you help me get back down again.
Looks easier once we've got past steep bit.
It looked pretty flat, didn't it? But just goes to show how deceptive looking it can be.
Very deceptive.
From down there, all this looked flat, didn't it?
Yeah.
Well, we are making slow but steady progress. We're getting a bit closer. That is the point now. We've set ourselves a little task of getting to. It is looking like we might make it.
Still feels like it's miles away.
Yeah, it was like that down there. We're getting steep.
Yeah.
2 footsteps forward and 5 footsteps backwards, weren't it?
Yeah. Feels right.
You still with us, Jordan?
What?
You still with us? You still good?
Yeah.
Oh, look how high that paraglider's got.
I'll have to give you a shot of that.
That's crazy high.
Absolutely, isn't it? I'll have to give you a shot of how high he is from where he set off from. So imagine views he's getting from up there.
It'd be great.
Does look like a very old stone road here at one point, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Does make you wonder what used to be up here.
It does.
Well, not Romans used to build roads like that, didn't they?
Yeah.
It does go straight. So, probably me watching too much Time Team again when I was a kid. You never know. Oh. You're doing good, sweetheart. I don't know if you can see in distance, but it is a lot easier than other day. And to tell you the truth, every time I face that way, sun does glare onto me camera lens, so I can't really see what I'm getting a shot of, but I'm hoping you could see Blackpool Tower over in distance.
Filming it blind a bit when you do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's look at that as we're going past, look.
Pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah. I know Vikings used to do that.
Yeah.
I think they called them cairns.
Yeah, they did.
I know that's not Viking, that. Kids have probably done that as they were walking past, you know, that group of kids we see going past.
Yeah.
Out for a walk with parents. It is getting a lot hotter the higher up we're getting, isn't it?
I'm not too sure. I put my jumper back on because it got windy.
I'm enjoying wind, to tell you the truth, it's cooling me down. But I do like the wind. You're over way, aren't you? Like it as hot as you can get it.
Yeah.
I prefer being, well, cold.
Baking.
I don't know if camera's picking you up, but I assure you, we're not being chased by Bigfoot. That is Jordan puffing and panting in the background, but he's still chugging along.
Yeah.
You have to give it to him. I can tell he just wants to turn round and head back, but he keeps pushing himself.
Yeah, he's doing good.
You'll thank me for it one day, Jordan. When you're 78 and still wandering up and down here. I mean, if all three of us had stayed on path we were going, I don't think one of us would have made it to 78.
Yeah. Lots of haze.
It's a very hazy day, isn't it? Loosely discarded fag end, a bit of a barbecue gone wrong. It could cause a real mess up here, couldn't it?
It could.
The ground seems to be turning to dust as you're walking up, as you're just walking along.
If there's lots of paint, it can keep burning and burning and burning.
Oh yeah, especially with being up way up here too.
Yeah.
They'd have to put it out with helicopters, wouldn't they?
Yeah, definitely.
Let's get a shot of them as we're walking past them. Like, look how dark that soil is. Oh, I think it's peat. Isn't it weird how it's just sticking up from the ground like that?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Absolutely amazing. Well, we have just met up with that old fella again, but he didn't want to be on camera, so I respected his wishes, but he said he didn't mind me saying his name. His name was Bill Ingham. What a polite old chap. Absolutely brilliant fella. If I get to 78 and I'm still like that, I'll be happy, man.
Quite an inspiration, actually.
Definitely.
Walking around that healthy.
I know we go on about our ailments and things like that, but it does make you feel like you ain't got as much to... Well, it does make you think like you ain't got as much wrong with as you thought you had, doesn't it?
It does. Made me feel like what I've got wrong with me is minor.
What a nice old fella.
Yeah.
Let's wait for Jordan to catch up, Luke. Well, we're almost there. Not too long to go now. Has been quite a trek.
Yes, it has.
I tell you what, next time I think to myself, I can't do this, I can't get up here, I'm going to think of that old fella.
Yeah.
What an inspirational chap. Oh, Dawn will be happy. There is a trig point up here, sweetheart, look.
Yay! Trig point.
She always says if you didn't touch it, you didn't get there.
You have to touch the top.
So, give you a shot of that on way past.
I need to touch top of that as well.
I'll help you up this one, sweetheart. Just watch yourself on there. I got you. There you go, you can do it. Absolutely brilliant.
What a view.
Proud of you. Absolutely made up for you. 12 years of regret not being able to get up there. Now look, you've got up there. All the way along here. All the way up here. Come on, Jordan, you're not getting away with it. You won't fall, I'll help you up, pal.
You might fall.
Come on, I got you. When we're out, chaps, and we sat in this chair, we'll be able to look back on stuff like this. There you go, you done it.
You mean like the 2 old men off Still Game? Or like the 3 people off lost at Summer Wine?
Right. Right, sweetheart, I got you. There we go.
Have to touch that one now.
Hey, take it in there. Just put your weight on me. There you go. That's no one. Hey. Right, we'll head over to this trig point. Look at that there, Dawn.
That's ball trouble.
But that's a scar watching spot if ever I've seen one.
Definitely.
So if you are watching, Mick, there you go, look. You could have made that for us. Look at that for a bench, eh?
Perfect.
I'll just give you a 360, get to see all around there, like. I hope I can get Blackpool Tower on camera or in distance. But I am filming blind. Every time I face that way,
Yeah, because where the sun is.
yeah, glare on screen, I can't see a thing.
Yeah.
Just look at that for a view you get. Up we over to Pendaloo, look over there in distance. Absolutely breathtaking. I know to some of you, you'll be thinking, give away your nut. A 70-80 house just run up here. But to us, it's an absolutely amazing achievement. And let's get over to that trig point.
Yep.
And then a well-deserved coffee time, cream egg, Kit Kat, But it full shebang sat in there. That's it, I'm not moving now till night time.
I enjoyed the view. Now if we can get a signal, that would be an absolute cracking place for summer sunsets.
Oh, well remembered, I forgot all about that.
Yeah, I'm going to have to loosen a turtle on video call to see if we can get a signal.
Let's get a picture of this. Hope you all enjoy what you're seeing. Absolutely beautiful.
Made it, and I've touched the top.
Well done, girl.
Yeah, well done.
I'm well on the top. I'm definitely not kissing you, boy. You'd have to walk a lot further than that, I tell you. Good deal, man, well done.
Got a drink?
Oh, definite. I wonder if I can get that plane on shot.
Look at all them hills over there, Wayne. They
No.
just keep going and going. Which one next, Jordan?
Copies.
Wait, does it just keep going and going, doesn't it?
It does.
I don't want to go home, I just want to keep heading that way. Just ping on your Google map though, and then we can see which direction the mills are over there. I'd love to make it over there one day, but we'd have to definitely fetch a tent up with us, won't we?
Jordan's shaking his head.
You give over, Jordan. You're out at the bottom of there, you won't make it up first still. Now look where you've got to. It's even got a built-in benches, this one. We have come across these type of structures quite often. I mean, there's a cracking one at the top of Pendle Hill. But this one here is about the best one I've ever seen. It is very well built. It's high enough to block the wind. And it does face all four corners. It'd be a beautiful place to come and watch sun go down. I've no idea how high we are up, but I know we must be quite high if planes are that close to us. Well, I don't think I got it on camera because there's quite a lot of sun glare on my lens. I am filming blind, so I do apologise if I'm missing things.
Something's watching me.
You and them white feathers.
On me.
It doesn't matter where she goes, how far we are up an hill, if we sat in garden or walking Mount Town Centre, these white feathers just seem to drop out of the sky and land on it. It's been happening that for decades.
An angel's watching me.
Yeah, you do say that, don't you?
Yeah. That over there, it's towards Kirby Longsdale Lake District.
So, is that Lake District over there?
Yeah. Well,
Absolutely beautiful. I'm in two minds whether to sit down there, because once I sit down there, Dawn, you're going to have an hard task of getting me back up, to be honest. Especially staring out over that all day. Right, I'll just turn the camera off now. We're going to have a well-deserved sit down. A bit of a coffee time.
yeah, definitely.
Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. I love seeing a smile on her face when she accomplishes things like this. While she's pouring coffee, I couldn't help but have a little walk over here and try and give you a better shot at horizon. Does make me think what this could have been at some point. Does seem to be quite a lot of stones up here. Well, I tell you what, it's that beautiful up here. Even Dawn's just said, I'm not sitting down and pouring a coffee, I'm having a walk round with you this time. I can't blame her.
Just want to see this side, see if I see any more trig points in distance.
See? You're just like me, you just want to keep going to see what view's like over this side. What else can you see over there? Another one of them cairns there. I think they're called cairns.
Yeah.
I think I'm pronouncing that right. I know Vikings used to do that back in their time to help and relax.
Right on the peak of that hill there.
Yeah.
That might be another trig point.
You've got some eyes.
I don't think
I think you could be right though. I think that might be the next one we head to. You think we can talk Jordan into going over there? He does keep surprising himself, doesn't he?
I don't think you can see, but he's led down.
Is he?
Yeah. But fair play to him.
He deserves a little lie down after this. Let's look how far it goes.
Amazing, isn't it? There's you thinking it goes for miles and miles that way, and then you see up over hill and look that way.
Yeah. I bet you could literally walk from Pendle or Barley right to Chit Lake District or these type of hills and fells.
Yeah.
I'm going to go and have a little look down here.
Yeah, I'm going to go back over there and put coffee.
Yeah, no problem, sweetheart. Won't be long. Tell you, it's definitely too much time team as a kid, but every time I see a bit of a mound stuck up in a place like this, I always do think of Bronze Age and round houses and stuff like that. And all these stones have come from somewhere, haven't they? Yeah, look at that. There'll be gardeners all over the place, going crackers for stuff like that. I'm getting a bit of a druidy vibe from down here. I was about to turn round and head back for my coffee and I seen this. That's a definite druidy vibe, isn't it? Let's have a bit of a better look on here to see if there's any symbols or markings or anything. Tell you, we do come across some strange things. Right, I'll head back that way. Well, I couldn't resist. I had to do a little bit more walking further down here, but I'm getting a bit of a druidy vibe, and I don't wait until we got back and watched the video, because she does enjoy seeing stuff like that. But I don't want to walk too far down here and spoil surprise for what we might find next time we come up. Because next time we come up, I'm thinking of trying to get to, well, I can't see it no more. There it is, over there in distance. Like, I'm thinking we might try and get to that trig point over here. Well, I think it's a trig point, I'm not sure. Well, I would fancy coming, I wouldn't mind coming up. A couple of tents on us backs. And after having a few days walking that way. And see just how far we could get. All depends on Dawn's fibromyalgia. And she's due to have a gallstones out. She's meeting surgeon in a couple of weeks, so we'll have to see what he says. Well, that's definitely something to aim at in future. Just look how dark that soil is. Just hoping we can get an internet signal up here, because this would be a place to come for summer solstice, wouldn't it? You do like walking man barefoot, don't you?
I've been a picking walking clockwise in here.
Hey, anything. If it's lucky, it's lucky. I were talking to a fellow called Brett the other day with Mick McLaren, and he was telling me all about grounding. There must be something to it. It ain't come from nowhere, has it? Right.
It had to be done.
Well, there you go. I've just tried to go live on YouTube for the first time. Only did a little 60-second clip just to see if we could do. And good news is we could. So there's a little 60-second clip on there, so we weren't being ignorant. We didn't want to jump off before anybody jumped on. But we're just seeing if we could go live, because this is top of his list so far to go and do summer solstice. So, cracking do. I don't know if you'll all agree with me. Just us, because we've just come across that. We are getting quite a druidy feel up here, and I'm sure you'll all agree it'll be an absolute cracking place to watch the sun go down,
Because it's got a good easterly view.
It's absolutely beautiful.
West.
Hey, I'm going to back up there and go and join Jordan for his coffee. Absolute lunatics. Well, we've just got back here to have a quick coffee time, a bit of a drink. I've just seen that, so I had to get you a shot of it with all three of them up in there.
Oh, that's crazy. Really high, aren't they?
It's amazing that, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll see if I can get a good shot at moon for you while we're up here as well. Well, I'm not too sure whether to go live up at summer solstice. Sat down there where we found that bit of a mini stonehenge to do it from here, because it is facing dead west is that. So it will be a great place to come and watch the sunset. I think now we've finished us drinking and a good rest, we're going to head down that way for you. Hope you're all enjoying what you're seeing. Well, I couldn't help but give you another shot of them. But it turns out, I think we will be going live down there where we found that little bit of a mini Stonehenge, because we've just tried to do it there. It did connect at YouTube, but then it disconnected and then it connected, so turns out signal's a little bit better down there than it is here, because it did let me connect down here.
Yeah,
So
you connect instantly down there, didn't you?
yeah, but we're not too bothered about a bit of a bench, as nature's bench is all around us. So I think we're going to do it from down there where we've just found that little, I don't even know what to call it, a mini Stonehenge.
Yeah, that's what I call it, a mini Stonehenge.
I wonder if it's actual people who follow druid practices that's made it, or a school's done it as a bit of a project, or kids are, it is puzzling, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it is nice to see. Hey, I know I've said it before, but now this time we'll head back down there. Well, there they are, look. We're just walking down on our way down now. But we keep coming across all these little mounds of stones and cairns and mini Stonehenges, I'm calling it. I am getting a bit of a druidy feeling up here. But it's probably just in my head. But I am going to find out about it when I get back. Or at least try to. That's me going fossil daft again.
You're obsessed with stones now.
I am. But I'm not going to do too much filming up way back down, because I don't want to show you the same stuff twice. But I don't know if you can see over there in distance, I am filming the little blind again. I think that's got it. I can't tell, I'm guessing. I just wanted to give you another shot of just how high that guy is up. Absolute lunatics.
Yeah, we've not seen any other gliders today, just paragliders.
Yeah, I don't think there's enough wind. Even though it is a little breezy. It's like that guy was saying at bottom where we parked car. It has to be a minimum of 15 mile an hour. I am hoping that's got Blackpool Tower on it for you, but I'm only guessing. It is very hazy. Just to give you a little indication of how far you can see around here. You can see right towards the Pendle. You've got Lake District over to east, look. You've got Blackpool over to west. I am thinking for this old storm path to be here. I mean, we have followed it right up to the top. I am thinking it must have been here for summit at some point. I don't think they've gone through to other making you a storm path to walk up. It Dawn's thinking it's a little modern, but I'm not too sure myself. I am thinking it's quite old. But like I say, I'm no expert, I'm only guessing. But if anybody does have any ideas or does know, it would be greatly appreciated if you could let me know. But I'm definitely going to go back and try and do a little research about the hills and fells around here. This is one place we know absolutely nothing about. We come here once 12 years ago and tried to get up that hill over there. and we couldn't make it. We got about maybe 150 metres up it, had a little picnic with kids and then walked back down it. But it was still a cracking day. I know I keep showing you them, but it does absolutely amaze me. Makes you wonder what they had for breakfast, doesn't it? You must have some nerves to be able to jump off there and just trust your wind and a bit of fabric. But then I always wonder to myself, they might be brave enough to do that, but then I wonder if they run away for a spider. You know what I mean? You can't help but thinking that sort of stuff. All credit to them, especially flying so close to each other like that.
Guaranteed I'd have crashed into you if we knew you were there.
Oh, definitely. Not too sure what that smoke is over in distance. These stones must have been put here for summit. And it is in quite a straight line. I'm thinking it might have a bit of age to it, this stone. I mean, landscape up here, it looks like it's been untouched for centuries, doesn't it?
Jurassic age.
Maybe. That'd be millennia, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Does give you that type of feeling, doesn't it? I don't know how well camera's picking that up. I've got sun glare on my screen, so I'm just hoping I've got it centre screen for you. But it's the first size of a thing. We have been stood and listening to it for a couple of minutes. It is making a nice sound. I think it could be a pheasant, but from this distance I'm only guessing. I just thought I'd try and give you a little shot of that. I bet that thing's doing the same as us. Eh? I bet it's sat there looking over at views thinking it's amazing up here. I'm stopping here for night. See how vast it is and wide open up here in type of grass and that. I'm quite shocked we haven't come across any deer sign or anything like that at all. Would be interesting to find out, has there been any big cat sightings up here? I were talking to that food chap I mentioned earlier about it, and he said he's never heard of anything like that up here, and he's been walking up here for 60 years, and he did seem type of fella who'd stop and talk to anybody who give him time of day, you know what I mean? But I do enjoy meeting folk like that. I have a lot of time from. I love hearing about different other people's little stories and little experiences they have had. where there's a lot quicker coming down it than it were walking up it. But we did come from that way, and we have been to the top of the following that fence line, but we came up from that side of the hill, so we thought we'd go this way, follow this little trek here and see if this takes us round to where I found my comfy chair. We'll go and see if we can find that this way and show Jordan, give you a shot of them amazing views as well. And these stones do seem to lead this way as well, so you never know what we might find or come across. We'll just give you a little shot of these as we're walking past them, look. I don't think you can see out in distance, look. All these little indentations in ground. Bill Ingram, the guy we were talking to earlier, the old fella, he said it's only recent, well, what did he say, since 60s, 70s?
Yeah, it all belonged to MOD.
Yeah, it all belonged to MOD and used to fire mortars over here. So all these little indentations in ground, it's all mortar strikes. In case anybody were wondering what all them little holes were. You were only allowed on left hand side of that wall. Let's give you a shot of this side, look. I know I've been focusing mainly on the other side of it, but so you'll see views that are absolutely beautiful. Okay. Look how close he is, like.
Yeah. Oh, they got pretty close to each other then.
Would be a fair thing to experience that, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Right, we'll keep heading this way for you. Now we're getting a little bit closer to paragliders. I don't want to get the faces on film, you know what I mean? For all I know, they've told their wife they're out helping the grandma that's shopping, so I don't want to intrude on their day. Well, we've just come across that symbol again, carved in a rock here. It is absolutely baffling me, is that symbol, you know. Does make me wonder what it is. Like I've said previously, I'm finding that symbol all over the place on these type of walks. And if you go on internet, it's coming up with everything from Knights Templar to benchmarks for, oh, what was it? Ordnance survey maps and all types of stuff. I was no wiser after I did have a couple of hours looking up and down internet, sorry. That's a bad habit that I keep calling it, Tinterweb, World Pipe, all types of things. But I'm sure you all know what I was getting at. I am shocked to find it up here though. So if anybody does have any idea what that is, it'd be very much appreciated if you could let me know. Let's give you a shot at view from here, look. Absolutely crazy. Oh, there's another one of them holes. Must have been some explosion that caused an hole that size, I swear. There's another one here. Must have been a bang and a half that when it went off.
It must have been.
Well, at least now we know what caused that bit of a crater. We call Wayne's chair, or Wayne's armchair.
Oh yeah, that's what I named it.
We do think that that's a little bit up this hill here, so just taking his time getting up here, trying to find that. And we'll give you a shot of that. Well, there we are, look, we've managed to find it. Oh, that's took it out, yes, sweetheart. Well done. There's Jordan, look. Well done, Jordan.
You are right.
But look at that for a view. That's absolutely beautiful, isn't it? And this spot here, this is what Dawn's nickname, Wayne's armchair. When you sit down here, it's like a perfect little bench. And just look at the view you get. Absolutely beautiful. I still say that'd be a cracking place down there to pitch a tent. But when we were sat here at first time, we were wondering what had caused it. But now we know it was Ministry of Defence. Firing mortars over here in the 60s.
Well,
So I'm not too sure where they fired them from, but it must have been somewhere the way camera's facing, because all this side of the hill seems to be peppered in them. So it must have been from over there somewhere. But what a place to come and sit and just enjoy the view. Give you a shot of Marmot Pendle again, Luke. Even though I do like this hill, Pendle's still my favourite by a long way. But I think this would be a better place to come and sky watch. You can literally see for hundreds of miles. From Pendle, right towards the Lake District, right towards Blackpool. That's the gear shot of how comfy that is on there, look. Absolutely beautiful. For those of you that are new to the channel or haven't seen his previous videos, let's give you a shot of work quarries. Just to give you a bit of a comparison to how we are up. It does go on for there for, well, you've seen the video, it goes on for miles. Every time I look, I've been sat here now for a good hour. I can't get over how vast it is. Must be a well-known place this to come and do hang gliding and paragliding and stuff like that. We have been watching them run and jump off. It does make you think that, how do you get into something like that? I think we'll start heading down for you now. I could spend all night up here, but temperature is expected to drop quite low tonight, so don't stop me out of it, unfortunately. Well, just to give you a shot of Pendle before we start heading back. What a cracking day. Absolutely superb. I'm sure you can see why I thought that were a sword.
It does look like some sword in stone.
Yeah, it does.
Worthy.
What we call Excalibur.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is over there in distance, but it's still smoking like.
I think it's just maybe a farmer just going in.
I'll get him rid of some grass or something.
Yeah.
Let's look at sunset. That's it. Slow and steady, wait. Beautiful. It's surprising how slippy it is coming down here, isn't it?
It is.
When I was a kid, I don't remember dry grass being as slippy.
No, when it's muddy, you think, oh no, it's muddy, it's going to be really slippery down here. I've got to wait for it to get dry, you know, on paths like this, and then when it's dry, it's just as slippy.
I think it'd be a bit more firm with this. When it were a bit damp, you get a bit more grip in your shoe, won't you?
Yeah.
I am looking forward to having a little wander around them woods, centre screen in future.
Yeah.
I think we might have a good chance of seeing deers and woodpeckers and stuff in there. Out in open like this, it's just stunning views, isn't it?
It is.
I was a bit shocked to come across that little stonehenge though.
Yeah, mini Stonehenge.
Yeah. But it is an absolute cracking place there for summer solstice, isn't it, to go live.
I was surprised a feather come out of nowhere and just landed on me again as well up there.
I've got used to it. It does puzzle me though. It don't happen to me or anybody else, I know. It happens to you almost on a daily basis, doesn't it?
It does.
Right, I got you. Hey, you learn from your mistakes. That's where you fell last time, weren't it?
Oh, Jordan nearly did it.
Oh, I'm hoping to catch Jordan falling then. That'd just set day off nicely, that.
Not just done it once, I've done it twice now.
Yeah. Couldn't be more proud of you, sweetheart. Hey, you never failed to impress me.
Right, which is his next hill?
Yeah, I love your attitude. Hey, it's a crazy illness, is that fibromyalgia? I mean, you've more or less been in bed for, what, 4 or 5 days?
Yeah,
You couldn't really get up and downstairs unassisted.
yeah,
And then all of a sudden, you know, it seems to cure itself for a few days. You're back up on your feet and you can manage something like this with a bit of help.
yeah.
And then all of a sudden, out at blue, we can't seem to find a trigger for it, can we?
No.
It just hits you out of nowhere. I can see how it does play with your mental health, right? You can go from one extreme to the other.
Yeah. It does. Quite not you really. Perfectly fine. And then walking like what I say is a 90-year-old woman. To not being able to move or walk about at all.
It is surprising to me just how much the bottom of your legs can swell up. I mean, I've seen them swell up that big that when you've woke up in the morning, they're actually purple and bruised.
Yeah, that's the lymphedema part of it.
Is it?
Yeah. And on top of that, my whole body decided to go, hello, I'm playing up as well. Deal with that as well.
Yeah, all at the same time.
Yeah.
Only one thing kicks off another one, like.
I don't know, because they're all related to autoimmune.
Well, you've got that HS, haven't you? So
Yeah.
that means your body's always attacking itself. So your antibodies don't know what to do.
Yeah.
They don't know which bit to go to try and help or attack or whatever.
Yeah, but it could be them immune suppressants I'm on at the minute, kicking everything off, taking turns.
Yeah, because it were when doctor changed it, what they call, they tried you on some new tablets, didn't they, for your HS?
Yeah.
Then everything else seemed to kick off a day or two after that, so maybe it were linked up. But I'm sure reviews like that make it a lot easier.
Views like this help my mental health side of it all.
Definitely. I have noticed a significant difference since we've been out walking. That's why I keep recommending it to people.
Yeah.
You know, you do still have your bad days, but so do all of us, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's a cure for everybody, but it does seem to help us, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah, everyone's different and it affects them all different.
That's it, we're not anti-medication or anything like that, you know. It's finding right doses, right quantities for right brain chemistry.
Yep.
If someone had said to us 12 years ago, oh yeah, go try and walking up an hill, that'll fix it, I'd have probably strangled them.
Yeah. Walk up and hill, I can't walk down the street 12 years ago.
Yeah. Let's wait for Jordan to catch up. What we have wandered off and left him behind.
You know what's been mind-boggling me past few days? I know I've gone on about it a few times.
No.
We've had the moon all day for the past few days, and I know it's night somewhere else on Earth. Do they still see moon, or do we have it?
I know what you mean. It is a bit brain-haggling, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been brain-haggling me all day, because I understand moon cycles and sun cycles and day and night, but...
Yeah, somewhere it's night time and they're looking up at moon.
Yeah.
We've had moon all day as well as sun, all in the same sky.
Yeah.
But as a kid you get made to believe, you know, sun comes up and sun goes down, moon comes up.
Yeah.
It's been there all day and it didn't move.
Yeah, is it just like time at year? It's their vote time, or?
I'm not sure, it's something to think about, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've been racking my brains and I really don't remember seeing moon and sun in the same sky as a kid about. It's only a recent thing.
Yeah, I remember down Wales it was there during it down. I says to my granddad, and I think the only explanation he must still have for me at the time for me to understand is it's just staying up late and not gone to bed yet. Yeah.
Well, there you go, that's just solved it for me. It's just staying up late. I don't want to move. I could literally lie here for days. But I know we're going to have to start making a move shortly, so we'll start heading down here for you. Well, I can't help but give you a shot of that as we're walking past it. It's absolutely a stunning house, is that? Beautiful, eh?
It is, definitely.
We are almost down to the bottom. Has been an absolute cracking day. I never thought Jordan would make it up to the top one. Well, to the first one, never mind the second one, so fair play to him for that. I knew you'd get up that one because you're how stubborn you are.
Yeah.
I was 50-50 myself whether or not we get to the second one. It did look like it was quite a long way away, didn't it?
It did.
And then we get to that one and you say, look, there's a trig point over there. You fancy seeing if we can get to that one some point? But we would have to set off a lot sooner, won't we?
Yeah, very early for that one.
Like we got here about 10 o'clock and it's going on for like 6 o'clock now, so it has took us quite a while.
Yeah.
But it was definitely worth it. Oh, it's past 6 o'clock now, isn't it? It's more like 7 o'clock.
It is 5 to 7.
Definitely worth it.
Yeah.
Absolute cracking way to spend a day. I'm just hoping we're not going to pay for it too much tomorrow. Might not be the same with everybody, but I have noticed the more I'm still, the longer I ache. You know, the more I ache. Like I got up this morning and my back was absolutely killing me. But I set off walking, it does seem to loosen it up. I don't know if that's the same with everybody with back problems, but
No, it's opposite with me. I set off okay, and by the time I'm finishing, I'm in agony.
Jordan, it don't matter if he's walking 10 foot or 10 mile, he just seems to that same trudge on, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And slow and steady.
My tortoise.
It says it's a tortoise.
That's the one. Hey, it don't matter how fast you get there, it ain't a race as long as you get there. At least you didn't give up and turn back round. Well, there you have it. Thanks for coming with us on another one. I hope you've enjoyed yourselves. We've absolutely loved it.
Yep, thank you for coming with us. Please like, subscribe and share and leave a comment. We do get back to every comment and hope you've enjoyed this video.
Hope you join us on the next one.